Everett, we're in the final stages of getting the Kraken completed. Tell the viewers what they're seeing right now. Why are we putting zip ties on the rubber piece going around?
Just trying to get a better seal on there so we don't get any leaking action.
Yeah, with our experience we can see over the years. Hey, welcome back, by the way.
Thanks.
High five. Thanks for coming down to help film the final piece before we...
I'll never get a chance to wreck a nice, beautiful rig like this.
It'll never look this clean ever again. But I've been glad to have it in the studio all this time, but all the building and everything has pretty much come to an end. Got some full force shock covers here. These are basically just a stretchy nylon. Have them zip tied at the top to keep any dirt or rocks out of my springs when everything's compressing. Also, I ordered in a full force RC rear link setup, a new bracket on the back instead of the plastic one that was there, of course, giving me more strength and rigidity. Yes, no?
No, I agree, yep.
Yeah.
Looks good to me.
Also, went to DDM or davesmotors.com, ordered up myself some new foams in addition to the stock one here for the filter. Also an outerwears filter for the, well, a cover for the filter, and of course for the pull start. I don't want to get any kind of rocks and dirt in there today, do I?
I think we just need to mix some gasoline and put the battery in, bind it, and I think that's it, eh?
I think so. A lot of people are very confused. We've noticed over time that folks that are just getting into fifth scale are kind of intimidated by mixing oil and gas. Can we do a quick thing on oil and gas for people today?
Mixing container, because those are the best way to do it.
I do.
Remember we bought one there a few years back.
Absolutely. Is there a reason why you got this particular oil for our fifth scale engine?
The actual exact reason is I had used probably 20 different kinds, and OBR recommended me this one, and I was like, on that price, I don't know about that. Then I tried it and I was like, okay, I get it.
Is it more expensive? Is that why?
Yeah, it's a little pricier, but I don't know, it just burns so much nicer and cleaner.
Nice.
When you take your cylinder apart after, it looks much nicer. Yeah, I don't know, I really enjoy that oil. There's several good ones out there, but that's definitely, out of the ones I've tried, my favorite.
Okay, so Everett is getting the oil container ready. This is the one we were talking about. It has quite a few measurements on the side.
Different ratios.
Yeah, different mix ratios. You guys can see here that I have 5 liters or 1.25 gallons of gas. And on the side here, as Everett has demonstrated, ounces and milliliters. Check it out on this side here. The liters that I have on this side, up to 5 and a little bit.
A little bit, because you never get it all out of the container.
Yeah.
And a little bit more than 24-to-1 we're looking for anyways. So
yeah,
it's gonna leave a fair amount inside there because of the way the lip is.
There was some in there already.
Yeah, it leaves a bit in there. Doesn't pour out exactly perfect.
What about a syringe? Do you think a syringe would be a little better for pushing out all of the oil into the gas?
I bet you it would still leave some in there, but maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's for a small amount if you're gonna mix this.
Right.
This amount, right?
This is for like motorbikes.
Yeah, it's exactly. We picked her up at a dirt bike shop.
That's
exactly. Right. That's exactly where we got it from. This one here only does a pint, a quart,
okay,
or a liter.
So smaller.
Small amounts.
Yeah. And there's different ways. You guys can find measuring cups and stuff out there that has mixed
leveled
5 and a bit.
That looks good to me.
So just a straight mix into the gas. And there's that bit Everett's talking about there.
Yeah, you see it's still got...
Yeah, and as it goes down, it'll fill up that little bit extra. So there you go. It's that simple, folks. If you're worried about how to mix gas, that's just it. Give it a bit of a shake.
You're gonna do your outside.
Absolutely. Thank you. Here, I know you're excited and we went to start it, but I actually had installed the pull starter on the top, right?
Yeah, I think most people would, yeah, exactly, put it up top. But this one here, you pull it from the side.
Right.
When the cage is on.
So did I have to take out the engine to take this off or what?
Well, we talked about those in the last video,
but here's practicality right there.
Axis RC peg leg, what up?
That's exactly why we did it. So all I had to do was undo these pegs, twist it around, do up the pegs again, problem solved.
Yeah, and so the issue you get, say when the cage is on, right? Trying to get in there to the pull start,
yeah, it's tough.
It's a pain, right? So you just grab it from the side and just give her a rip.
Plus I also installed the full force RC windshield on the front, so I wouldn't have been able to have pulled it through the top even if I wanted to.
Yeah, it's easier out the side.
Everett, we also noticed that you have these tabs left out a little bit extra. Why haven't, can you explain to the viewers why we haven't cut it off yet?
Yeah, I've actually seen questions in previous videos on my trucks. When I first put brand new zip ties on and I fire up a exhaust pipe for the first time, they get warm and they kind of stretch out a little bit, and I like to tighten them again before I cut them off. So giving yourself a bit of leeway on the end here so you can get your pliers or whatever you're going to use. The pliers so I can yank them a little tighter.
Yeah, exactly. So everything is pretty much ready to go. I have the steering servo set up properly on the throw. Got a 2S LiPo battery in there, a 7200 from Killer RC. Everything is plugged in. The kill switch is ready on the radio. And of course, the steering throw has been set up properly. So, you know, I say there is really only one more thing to do. Ev?
What's that?
Time to fill up the gas tank, eh?
Yeah, fill it up.
Oh, virgin tank, virgin tank. Glug, 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 BRAP, BRAP. Now linking up the radio to the receiver itself. There we go, I heard the servo chirp. Okay, so we got an MIP bit in there, just adjusting the collars.
Just trying to center it right now before we tighten up the throttle on there so I get the brake centered how we want it. That looks good right there.
You can hear the wind outside. Unfortunately, it's a little windy today. I've been out actually working on the track for the last week or so. You can't see, but I got my dump trailer out here. Gonna have to mix some music in today, even though we want to hear the BRAP of the Kraken engine and the Bartolone pipe. But with that wind, it'll make it extra hard. So I'm gonna do my best, give you a mix, and we're gonna have a good time.
I put the choke back up, check the choke. I don't know if I... Up.
It's up, yeah?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, almost. All the trees are moving, but we still want to get out and have some fun. Hopefully you guys can hear us.
Leafless trees.
Yeah, leafless. It's all growing here. You know what it's time to do?
Crash it.
Release the Kraken!
right, so back up on the table. We're in the middle of the break-in process. We certainly haven't seen top speed of this Vekta 5 yet, but the wind is howling, shaking my door over there because it is quite gusty.
People were asking if the exhaust was going to end up on it. Looks like a bit, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call. Exhaust from the top, but nothing on the gas cap where people were also saying it was going to be affected.
Oh, no.
Just some blowback over here, but that's quite a bit, hey? Look at that. Quite a bit of gunk on
we have
there.
it rich, and we were going slow.
Super rich. Why would we have an engine rich on break-in?
Break-in, we just wanted to lubricate the heck out of it.
Want to make sure, yeah. So we're just kind of edging our way up. Yeah, sure. Want to undo that side? There you go.
Oh, look at that gunky in there.
Yeah, it's going to be real gross inside the sock. I'm almost a little bummed out to put them on there now.
Yeah.
Anything leaking? Oh my goodness, it came completely apart.
This is what we had our failure of.
So did it just unthreaded itself?
Yeah, it looks like it, hey?
That's weird. Hey, maybe we should have checked out of the box. You know what? That's my fault. I should have gone in and double checked everything was screwed into place. And I didn't. Being a kit, that's my responsibility. Oh well. Everett, you just brought up a very good point. What was it?
I was just saying that the socks, when it first started happening, prevented us from seeing that there was an issue right away till we saw the dirt collected on the oil all over the place, right?
But I do notice the socks kept all the dirt from getting inside.
Yeah, but we just saw it right away.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We did, but you know.
But they can't keep the dirt out of it.
In our defense, though.
Anyways, because still it does have some dirt from us taking it apart.
Same here. So even though this shock exploded right here, this sock kept all that dirt and everything out. Though he brings up a good point, we would have been able to see it right away, but we didn't, and it did keep out the debris. So I'm very happy with that, at least.
Covered in oil.
Covered in oil. He takes no responsibility for this at all.
No, I'm not taking it.
Just a couple of buds puttering around in the RC garage. Isn't that what it's all about, Everett?
You betcha.
Two guys just having a good time, eh?
I mean, a good idea is to always disassemble that stuff. You know, on my low C5 when I got it, I took my diffs apart away the minute I got it. I opened them up, right?
Yeah.
So
we even took the diff cover off this one to check it.
We had a look, yeah.
Grease. We didn't do it on camera. But this is the first time I've actually had a shock unthread itself, especially
that way I've never actually had before myself. I gotta tell you, I don't even know if I've checked that on any of mine before.
Didn't take it over any jumps, so it's kind of weird, but I'm glad.
We didn't take it very fast, just over half throttle pretty much.
Yeah, in fact, that's why some of the footage may be kind of slow, because you're wondering what the heck. We're doing break-in process, right? If we don't do it properly as the manufacturer says to break in the engines, then consequence.
And we were gonna take it up next for a giant ripper for the good filming part.
That's okay.
That's how she goes.
Release the Kraken!
arm already? No! What's this? We didn't even do anything. We didn't take any jumps.
No jumps.
That's not okay.
8 kilometers an hour.
Okay, so today we had shocks that came apart on the bottom. We had a steering mount for the steering servo brake. We didn't show that just because I had a full force one here already, which is just an aluminum upgrade. And now we had a front arm break off, which is just terrible luck on our first run. The track is in mint condition. It's just it must have had a fracture or something in there, hey?
Wasn't happy with us.
Yeah, so best efforts, guys. We went out. The Bartolone engine, the whole Kraken Mod engine is a ripper. We haven't even seen it properly open up yet because we haven't got through really a tank of gas, tank and a half,
I was just setting up to tune it a little bit better, and then all of a sudden I noticed the arm was broken.
Really disappointing, hey? But I guess any RC, when you're traveling at that kind of speed, when you have that kind of weight, you can have some issues. Hopefully we can get it fixed quickly for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, this whole thing has been awesome. This is just part of the hobby. You break stuff, you run it, you break it again, you fix it. That's part of the fun.
We're getting this thing going good.
You know, oh yeah, it's close to being exceptionally strong. So guys, again, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully we earned a like click for this project. Big thumbs up for Everett coming out here.
AKA Sweat Stain.
Let me ask him a whole bunch of new questions for our audience because we get tons in the comment section. If you guys have comments or anything like that, go ahead, leave them up below. We'll do our very best when we first release the video, of course, to answer those. And until next time, my friends, go outside, have some fun with RC. You know we do. Bye.